Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers document that Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Maxins Wood, left no room for Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. A months-long trip was followed by a warm reconciliation hello with John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. However, he had to tell his wife terribly shocking news. Steffy was naturally stunned when she learned Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, replayed the faked death scenario that she first employed with Finn. However, this time no one is happy about who Lie saved and lied about. Lie has since expressed total regret for keeping Luna's existence a secret. Despite choking her granddaughter after learning how Yamada's character targeted Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, Lie doesn't seem to believe that Luna should have been allowed to die. She wants Luna to remain behind bars, which Steffy vehemently reinforced. Finn never wanted his daughter to die. But that's what appeared to happen when Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, shot her at very close range in his father's beach house. To do that, Liam rose from the ground after first being shot in the chest by Luna. Months later, Finn learned that the woman he trusted his whole life, lied about Luna dying. He had to accept that she established a clandestine recovery and aligned with his birth mother, Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown. All factors are fantastical. Luna is someone Finn feels sorry for but doesn't excuse. He was adamant that she had to return to prison after learning she was pregnant with Will's child. The circumstances she manipulated to become pregnant added to Finn's emotional burden. Generally, viewers have to suspend disbelief in storylines of this type. One of the many clever aspects of this tale is that the characters have to go beyond what seems reasonable to accept Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, having gotten Luna out of prison and then pardoned. Lie saved Luna's life and covered it up. Sheila wasn't invited into the inner circle. She pushed her way into the room where Lie was keeping Luna, which revisited the far more violent sequence where Sheila knocked Lie out after finding Finn. Then, along with all the amazing events that happened to Luna, the involved characters have to accept that Luna disguised herself, fooled everyone at Will's promotion party, caught him drunk, and then wore Electra Forrester's, Linnea Grace's, mask to fool Will. Incredible. The idea that Luna was able to be released from prison and put under Bill's care would have been enough. Even before the pardon, the idea that she was going to live in his mansion and indefinitely serve out her sentence was flabbergasting, yet it happened. Bill's foolish and reckless decision deeply impacted Steffy's state of mind. But Wood's character thought the nightmare was over when her multiple-time ex-husband, Liam, defied physical reality and returned fire into Luna's chest. To return from a head-clearing trip with her children and have Finn tell her Luna was alive, pregnant, and back behind bars, reignited Steffy's fire. Her comments to Luna weren't simply a forceful statement. She was threatening her. Luna's response in the moment and whatever plans she's developing start the next climax building. The world of the bold and the beautiful is no stranger to shocking twists, but this week takes a dark, emotional, and intense turn that will have fans gripping their seats. Luna Nozawa's story spirals into chaos as she finds herself behind bars. And what happens next could change everything. From Steffy's chilling jailhouse visit to Finn's emotional breakdown and Poppy's devastating realization, Los Angeles becomes the stage for one of the show's most haunting arcs yet. As the walls of justice close in around Luna, Steffy steps into a role that surprises everyone. Not just as the fierce Forrester executive, but as a woman scorned, determined, and eerily calm in her pursuit of control. And when she delivers her jailhouse warning to Luna, it sends shockwaves that ripple through every corner of Forrester Creations. The episode begins in stark silence. Luna sits in the cold, dimly lit jail cell, wearing the standard-issue prison jumpsuit. Gone is the bright-eyed designer in training with dreams of conquering Forrester Creations. In her place stands a shattered woman haunted by guilt, confusion, and betrayal. The guards barely look at her as she grips the bars, replaying every decision that brought her here. One flashback shows her confrontation with Steffy, where a heated argument over RJ's loyalty turned physical and ended with Steffy hitting the floor. Though it was an accident, the Forrester matriarch's head injury led to Luna's arrest for assault. "I never meant to hurt her," Luna whispers, voice trembling. "I love RJ. I love this family. Why can't they see that but love, it seems, isn't enough to save her now?" Her mother, Poppy, fights desperately from the outside, pleading with lawyers, calling Bill Spencer for help, and confronting Finn for not stepping in. Yet even Poppy's fierce maternal instinct might not be enough to untangle the web of power and revenge that's wrapped around her daughter. At the Forrester mansion, Steffy stands at the fireplace, arms folded, watching the flames dance. Her expression is unreadable, somewhere between victory and unease. Finn walks in, still in his hospital scrubs, clearly torn. "Luna's sitting in a cell, Steffy," he says, voice low but firm. "She's scared. Maybe we should." "Maybe we should what?" Steffy cuts him off sharply. "Let her walk free after what she did to me. After what she did to us." Finn tries to stay calm, but his frustration is evident. He's caught between his oath as a doctor and his compassion as a human being. Steffy, meanwhile, sees Luna's arrest as justice served. Not only for the altercation but for every moment Luna's presence has disrupted her family's balance. "Justice has a face, Finn," she says coolly. "And right now it looks a lot like mine." Her words send a chill even through Finn. For all his love for Steffy, he sees a part of her that's starting to mirror the cold calculation of her grandmother, Stephanie Forrester, a woman who once ruled both fashion and family with an iron will. At Bill Spencer's mansion, Poppy bursts in without knocking. Bill, taken aback, immediately senses the storm brewing. "Poppy, slow down. What's going on? What's going on?" she cries, eyes red from tears. "My daughter is sitting in jail, Bill. You promised me you'd protect her." Bill takes a deep breath, his usual confidence faltering. "I'm working on it. My lawyers are." "Working?" Poppy interrupts, slamming her hand on the table. She's terrified. And Steffy is twisting this into something it's not. Luna's not a criminal. She's a victim. For once, Bill doesn't have an immediate comeback. His feelings for Poppy have clouded his judgment, and his usual cutthroat tactics aren't working in this emotionally charged situation. But he knows one thing for sure. If Steffy is standing in his way, this isn't just a legal battle, it's personal. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, RJ sits alone in the design office, staring at sketches Luna left behind. The tears he's been holding back finally fall. "She believed in me," he says quietly when Brooke enters the room. His mother watches with concern as he explains everything. How Luna was provoked, how she didn't mean to hurt anyone, and how Steffy's reaction has been brutal. "Mom, she's not dangerous," RJ says. "She's kind. She's creative. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me." Brooke's heart aches for her son. She's been through enough wars with the Forresters to know how easily emotions turn to vengeance. She vows to talk to Ridge, hoping to convince him to rein Steffy in before things go too far. But as fate would have it, Steffy has already made up her mind, and she's about to prove it. It's the moment that leaves fans gasping, Steffy's visit to Luna in jail. When the guard announces her visitor, Luna lifts her head, expecting her mother or RJ. Instead, Steffy steps through the door, dressed impeccably as always, her eyes icy and unreadable. Luna stands, trembling. "Steffy, please. You have to believe me, it was an accident." Steffy walks closer, heels echoing in the silence. "You think accidents erase consequences? You nearly destroyed my family. You hurt me, Luna. And you did it because you couldn't control yourself." Luna's voice cracks. "I didn't mean to." "I don't care what you meant," Steffy interrupts, her tone low and cutting. "You're exactly where you belong. Behind bars." The younger woman's eyes fill with tears. "I'm not a threat, Steffy. I would never." But Steffy leans in, her next words a chilling whisper. "You'll stay put until you learn. Stay away from my brother. Stay away from my family. And if you ever set foot near Forrester again, I'll make sure this cell becomes your permanent home." Luna's breath catches as Steffy turns to leave, the sound of her heels fading like a gavel closing a sentence. It's not just a warning, it's a declaration of war. Outside the jail, Finn arrives moments too late, catching Steffy as she exits. He immediately senses the tension. "What did you say to her?" he demands. Steffy raises a brow. "I told her the truth. That actions have consequences." "That wasn't your place," Finn snaps. "She's scared, Steffy. She's a young girl who made a mistake." Steffy folds her arms. "And she's lucky she's alive to regret it. I could have hit my head harder, Finn. I could have died." Finn's jaw tightens. He loves his wife, but something in him recoils at the cold satisfaction in her tone. For the first time, he sees how deep her resentment runs, not just toward Luna, but toward anyone she perceives as a threat to her control. "Brooke, she's my daughter, she's strong, she's doing what she thinks is right." Brooke shakes her head. "No, Ridge. She's doing what she thinks will hurt Luna the most. This isn't justice, it's punishment." Ridge exhales, knowing she's right. He's seen this before, the Forrester legacy twisted by pride and power. And with Finn torn and RJ heartbroken, the lines between right and wrong are blurring fast. Meanwhile, Poppy reaches her breaking point. After failing to get Luna released, she storms into Forrester Creations, interrupting a meeting between Ridge, Steffy, and Carter. "You think locking my daughter away will fix your problems?" she yells. "You're wrong, you've underestimated me." Steffy doesn't flinch. "Your daughter made her choice." "No," Poppy fires back. "You made yours when you turned this into revenge. You want a war. You've got one." The room goes silent. Poppy's fiery declaration marks a turning point. She's not just fighting for Luna's freedom anymore. She's fighting against a system of privilege and judgment that's crushed her family for years. Bill Spencer, having witnessed Poppy's anguish, decides to step back into the ruthless businessman he once was. He makes a call to Justin Barber, his former right-hand man, with a single command: dig into Steffy's past. Every dirty secret, every mistake, every lawsuit. If she wants to play hardball, we'll remind her who taught her how. Bill's Spencer justice could become the equalizer Poppy and Luna desperately need. But as fans know, in the bold and the beautiful, revenge always comes at a cost, and this one could destroy multiple families. Back in her cell, Luna begins to lose hope. Her hands tremble as she writes a letter, to RJ, to her mother, to anyone who might still believe in her. "I can't do this anymore," she writes. "I didn't mean to hurt anyone, but it feels like the whole world wants me gone. Maybe they're right." When the guard comes to collect her tray, he notices the tear-stained letter and alerts the warden. It's clear Luna's mental state is deteriorating. The question is, will someone reach her before it's too late? Haunted by guilt, Finn visits Luna in secret. Seeing her pale and defeated, he kneels beside her cell. "I'm so sorry," he whispers. "You didn't deserve this." Luna looks up weakly. "She hates me." "She's angry," Finn admits. "But I won't let her destroy you. I promise." His words are heartfelt, but they could be the spark that ignites another firestorm. If Steffy learns her husband is secretly helping Luna, their marriage could face its most devastating fracture yet. As the week closes, Steffy stands alone on the Forrester balcony, staring out at the city. Her reflection in the glass looks eerily like her late grandmother, strong, proud, but haunted. Ridge's voice echoes from behind her. "You've made your point, sweetheart. Maybe it's time to let the law handle it." Steffy's jaw tightens. "No, Dad. Not yet. This isn't over." Lightning flashes across the sky, a fitting symbol for the storm still brewing. The last moments of the episode are chilling. A guard approaches Luna's cell and tells her there's been a new order. Bail denied. She'll remain behind bars until trial. Luna's knees buckle as she whispers, "No." Meanwhile, at the Forrester mansion, Steffy receives a text message confirming the decision. She takes a slow sip of wine and says to herself, she's staying put. Her words, calm and controlled, echo with icy finality. But as she sets the glass down, her hands tremble ever so slightly, a flicker of doubt beneath her perfect composure. This explosive storyline marks a turning point in the bold and the beautiful. Luna's incarceration isn't just a plot twist, it's a test of conscience, loyalty, and morality for every major character. Steffi's transformation into a colder, more calculating version of herself mirrors the legendary feuds of the show's past. Poppy's rebellion against the Forrester power structure hints at a bigger class war brewing in Los Angeles. And Finn's compassion could be his undoing, torn between love for his wife and empathy for an innocent young woman. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BUTI Fuel UPDATE YouTube channel for more update news.